Hello, hello, and welcome back. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And now for £50 per person. Just kidding, I love that sound though. It's my favorite
She's back
sound.
on TikTok apparently.
I am.
Unless that's made its way to Reels.
It actually has made its way to Reels. That's how I first saw it. But then when I got back on TikTok, I looked at that sound to look for those videos because I just love like a funniest home videos type humor. Like someone getting hit.
That is my
falling.
childhood.
Yes.
Is like America's Funniest Home Video. We would watch that. I think it's on Sundays or Saturdays. I can't remember. We would watch it as a family and just like die laughing at all the stuff.
So funny.
You know what's funny about when you get back on TikTok, you send me things. It's giving boomer energy. Like you're sending me things that I've seen like a month ago.
Yeah, I know.
It's so funny.
I figured as much. And so I actually don't send people because I figure that. It is giving boomer energy. Actually, it's giving Gen X energy, not really boomer energy. I don't think boomers are on TikTok.
No, and if they should, if they are, they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
They need to be off TikTok for sure.
But there's something so free about being like that. Like, because I know I'm like that now on TikTok where it's like I go on, I don't even know what sounds are trending when I want to use it. And it feels great, honestly. I'm like, you know what? I'm great. I've been on the other side of this when I know a little too well what's trending. Yeah. Where I know, you guys know, I can explain every trend. I'm like, and now I'm on the other side and it's so nice.
It is nice.
I love being a month behind.
I think I'm in the middle ground area where I definitely don't know all the trends, but I know some. I know enough.
Yeah.
To keep me going. What have you been up to?
Not
These
much.
Past few days.
We went to the fair.
Yeah.
A couple days ago. It was so fun. I love the fair. I love a fair vibe for a couple hours and then I'm kind of over it.
Yeah. No, it's just a must in the summertime. The fair food, you just got to get some greasy fair food and walk around, do a ride, do a game.
Yeah.
It is fun with kids, although I feel like it's more fun when they're like Case's age and they can do the rides and stuff. Still fun enough, but obviously Benny couldn't do anything really. Just watch.
Benny and Elwood were too small. They didn't ever hit the height requirement.
Yeah. All they could do was the merry-go-round. So we took Benny on her first carousel merry-go-round experience.
She went through all the motions. Yeah, she loved it.
She was immediately holding on to the pole for dear life and just was riding this little seahorse. It was so cute.
What is that like as a little baby? Just you're thrown onto a ride and you're like, why is my body moving at this,
I know.
force?
No, it was so funny. I need to show you this film photo I took of her on it. It's obliterating me. Her posture is perfect. Her back is so straight and she's holding on to the thing perfectly. And it was just so cute.
So cute.
No, that was very fun. We are prepping to go on a trip to Rhode Island, actually. Little summer East Coast moment. I'm excited.
So fun.
By this time, I think I'll already actually be home from it. So you'll probably have already seen all my stuff on social media if I've posted. And I'll give a full recap next week when I'm back, or next episode.
Nice. Can't wait.
So I'm very excited for that.
Where does The Summer I Turned Pretty take place? In Rhode Island?
I think it's in Massachusetts, maybe, but it's definitely, yes, it's
that
East
vibe.
Coast. Let me check specific. Well, it's Cousins Beach. I'm forgetting
Is
where
Sophie
that
here?
is.
I keep hearing Sophie's bark.
It does sound exactly like Sophie.
Yeah.
Whoever that dog is. Who raised that dog?
Yeah. And how did they find that video? If you guys know the TikTok account that posts all of our throwbacks, they were the one who brought to life our singing videos. They recently posted a video of me getting my wisdom teeth out. And like, there's something so spooky about seeing yourself from 5 years ago. Because it's not like a really nostalgic throwback. It's just
far enough.
Far enough to make you be like,
to be actually spooky.
I feel kind of ill.
Oh, really quick. The bad news, Cousins Beach isn't real. Good news, the filming location was real. Okay, that is good news that it's not AI.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
The show was filmed in and around Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, gorge.
I didn't realize it was in North Carolina. Interesting. Okay. Well.
So that's the South, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not like, I would not consider that East Coast. I thought it was for sure like, I don't know, it was giving very Cape Cod-esque energy.
I need to study on a map what all these different regions of the country are called, because I'm finding myself wanting to use that verbiage so much, and I don't know a thing.
Well, let's see where it's considered. It's southeast
coast. Like what?
I actually have been like literally wanting to go to school or something lately.
What? Really?
No. Of course not. No, I mean, I've just been wanting to learn. Yeah. Not go to school. But like take even a master class, take a college-esque course, take a class about some sort of new skill to learn something. I'm just like, I need knowledge. Yeah. I need to learn.
Master class. There is a program, a platform, and it's for creative.
Sorry, I always jump scare if you're watching on YouTube. I always, about 5 to 10 minutes in, I have this feeling that we never started recording. And so I whip my head around to the audio recording thing that we use, and then it's always recording. So I need to stop doing that. But
well, it's not always recording.
That's true. Sometimes it has been not recording. So
it's failed us before.
That's where my trauma kicks in.
Okay. What were you just saying?
That I want to go to school.
Oh, there's a platform, and I screenshotted it, so I'd have to go through my screenshots. I was not prepared to talk about this, but it's for like gardening, cooking. It's like Martha Stewart core.
Oh, gorgeous.
And it has all these different, it's like home decorating.
Oh, that's
things
cool.
like that. But it's a platform kind of like masterclass, but specifically for that. And the vibes, the aesthetics of it are amazing.
Okay, amazing.
I got an Instagram ad for it, and I screenshotted it. I need to find it, and I'll send it to you.
I would love to see.
Because that would be, I want to learn about gardening. Like I want to learn about the seasons, almost like not chemistry, not biology. What is plants?
Don't ask me anything about school.
Plantology.
In public. Why would you do that?
Why would you embarrass me like that? By the way, U.S. regions, there's the West, which we fall in, Southwest, which is like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Midwest, which, we know, mid.
Which we all know what that is.
We all know the Midwest. It's in the middle. Southeast and Northeast. There's only 5, I guess. So
that's something we could easily study.
Easily. And we just did.
Yeah, we just did. And now we know everything. Know all about it.
Perfect.
No, I'm so down for all that too. Like cooking, everything. I want to become a better cook for sure. But even more so, I feel like.
Oh, that's good.
You spilled?
I spilled purple stuff. Look.
Oh, no. It's just on. I think it'll come out easily though.
Before the end of this podcast?
No, just in the wash later.
Amazing.
If you guys were wondering what we're drinking, that just spilled all over Chelsea.
How did that spill?
I am drinking the tropical guava refresher.
Mine's blueberry, and that's why it made a little, color design on my outfit, but it tastes delicious. I got it with oat milk too, and it is creamy and delicious.
The refreshers have like a green tea base, most of them, so they have some caffeine in there if you want a little pep in your step, but you can also do with no caffeine. So you don't have to have caffeine in it. You can do without, or like the Sabrina refresher has oat milk in it, so it's more creamy. Yeah. I think you can add it like that. Yeah. Can you add it to any refresher, the oat milk?
Yeah, I think so.
To make it more creamy. So that's a fun little bonus.
So delish.
I came right from working out and I did not have any caffeine today, so I needed a little pep in my step. Yeah. Ever since having a kid, actually, I value caffeine so much more. And I don't understand how people cannot drink it.
I don't understand either.
And I do fear that once you start drinking, it's like, I'm going to need this. Like, this is I'm going
That's my baseline.
I'm going to notice it if I don't. Which maybe that's good. If you just never drink it, you'll never know what you're missing. But
exactly,
whether it be placebo or not, like the second the straw hits my lips, or if I make something at home, the second I'm drinking it, I'm like, I'm ready. Yeah, it gives me a little zing.
100%. I feel
and it makes me happier.
I know. I can take it. I'm going to take a nap that day if I don't drink caffeine. I'm like 3-4 p.m. hits, and I'm ready to take a nap. I'm like, I literally can fall asleep right now so fast.
Wait, this is what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Falling asleep. I have an actual condition. Like when I am watching a movie, I cannot stay awake. And I'm not just being funny. Like I can't. And I remember that my mom was kind of like this, and it would like make us mad. We'd be like, let's have a family movie night. And literally 20 minutes in, my mom's asleep. And we're like, Mom, this is the best part. We're like, this, you have to pay attention to this part.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to be like that. And remember, everyone, I said I'm trying to get into my movie watching era.
Yeah,
I want to start, So guess what movie? I don't want to say I've never seen it because I feel like maybe I did when I was super young. I don't recall the plot line, didn't know anything about it. That me and Leif watched last night. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really?
Literally never seen it. Like, Leif got some new movies, and anyway, he was like, he ordered them on Blu-ray. Okay? He's in his nostalgic era. Don't get me started.
Blu-ray?
Yeah, because apparently the quality, blah, blah, blah. He's done all this research. We have these speakers. Leif's very into movies and like film.
But what do you mean? Like the physical?
Yes.
And what do you put it in? You have a DVD player?
Whatever he got. Blu-ray player.
Wow. Okay.
Set it all up, speakers, whole thing. Okay,
I'm ready.
So I think it's something about the quality, or maybe he just wanted to do that to feel something. I don't remember the reasoning. I just said, okay, great. So yeah, I'm truly. So he was putting on Pirates of the Caribbean to see something. I'm like, I've literally never seen this movie. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I think I've maybe seen it once as a kid because I remember my cousins were obsessed with it, and I feel like I knew about it, but I don't know if I've ever seen. I didn't know the plot line or anything about it. So I was like,
I'm shocked.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about when I say I've seen no movies, like classic, really good ones that people, talk about all the time. So Saving Private Ryan, never seen it. Mamma Mia, never seen it. Like, these movies that people are just like, this movie, and I'm clueless. Mm-hmm. So we watched it last night. 30 minutes in, my eyes are drooping. But the thing is, I'm loving the movie.
Yeah.
It's like I'm fully locked in, phone's bricked, okay? Like I'm all in. I am just like fading. And Leif's like, really? Because I forgot when we started, but basically I think it was only like 10 at that point. Yeah. Or like 9:30.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I like sat up straighter, and we were drinking hot girl sodas. So I was like sipping my soda. I think I need a snack. Now that I was thinking about it, that's probably what I was missing. Because I feel like when you're eating, I wasn't hungry. I'm just saying if you're eating like popcorn, it like keeps you awake, and like you're drinking something. So maybe I just needed to fully sit up and like eat something. But when I'm like snuggled in a blanket, kind of laying down, there is no hope. So I anyway, I ended up kept falling asleep. I was like, I can't, like, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to finish it tomorrow. Why didn't you just take off
the blanket?
Well, I kind of did. Like, I kind of sat up straighter, still was falling asleep. Like, kind of didn't have the blanket fully on. And anyway,
like laying in bed, you're like, I don't know what's happening.
No. Literally moved to my bed. No, so then I was like, okay, we'll finish it tomorrow morning. So then in the morning, we turn it back on, and I did make it through like half. It was like, I had made it through like an hour and something of the movie. So I had an hour left.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I'm ready. 20 minutes in, I'm dozing.
Wait,
I'm
joking.
dozing. I just woke up. I'm like, why am I asleep right now? I didn't have a blanket on. I was so tired. And I remember looking this up a while ago, and I don't even recall what it said, but it was saying about how there's something like comforting about a movie, and like if you are in a super comfortable position, like it's very easy to fall asleep. But I'm like, no, I have a condition. Like the second the movie starts playing, it's like I'm starting to fade. But the
condition's called the cloud couch.
Yeah, maybe, and the Lola blanket combo.
Try and watch a movie on my couch. I promise you won't be falling asleep anytime soon. Or rock hard.
Anyway, finished the movie, stayed awake, had to really pep up.
Yeah.
Fully morning. That's why I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Leif was like, hey. I was kind of close my eyes. He's like, hey. I was like, I do not know why my eyes are closing right now. But great movie. Wow. Obsessed.
So good. Were you doing it in preparation for tonight?
Without even realizing it. Yes.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean.
We've been having little game nights playing this little pirate board game. And so maybe that's what got me into the spirit, but so good. Orlando Bloom, wow.
So good. Keira Knightley,
everything.
Honestly, Captain Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp.
Everything. Oh, I was obsessed. And then Leif's like, now time for number 2. I said, there's a second. He's like, there's 5.
Yeah. I actually don't think I think I've only seen 3.
He said the first 3 are the good ones, and then they fall off. So, but yeah. Probably watch the second one.
When you went on like Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Didn't know a thing about it. But now I was mentioning during the movie, I was like, oh, that's on the ride. That's on the ride at Disneyland. The different aspects of the movie, obviously, that plays into, like the dog with the keys.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Love.
It was fun.
We're in our Pirates era because of that game. Case is in his pirate era. Loves pirates. Has me telling him pirate stories all the time. Pirates, Kraken.
I love that.
All of that. I think the Kraken is in the third movie. Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe it's the second.
Okay.
It's in the movie.
Well,
One of them.
Even the just the verbiage, like mutiny and stuff. I was like, this is so funny. This is the board game we've been playing. Like,
I love that movie so much because it's Bridgerton a little bit mixed with pirates. Because it's like old English.
No, I loved it. It was
Nothing
everything.
beats a Jet 2 holiday. It
was everything. I'm excited to keep on my movie journey if I can freaking stay awake.
Yeah.
No blanket allowed. Gotta be eating some popcorn or something.
Well, going to the Freaky Friday premiere got me into reminding me why I loved going to the movies. I was like, me and Nick always used to go to the movies before we had kids. And now it's just like when we have a babysitter for a date night, we're like, well, we want to talk. We don't want to just like go sit in a movie. Yeah. But then that was reminding me, I'm like, we need to do it. Like just go to some movies and go to the cinema.
Yeah. No, it is fun to go to a movie. It just has to be a good one.
Yeah, it has to be a good one that you're excited about.
Mm-hmm. Like Wicked was so good.
I will say once we started watching Freakier Friday, my attention span, like the first 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, we're only like 10 minutes into this movie. And then after the movie gets going, I forget. But like always the first bit of the movie, I'm like, we're only at the beginning of this movie.
I know.
Much longer to go.
Well, that's what was scaring me about because I'm like, the fact that I'm tired right now because I stay up way too late and I've been trying to inch my way to go to bed earlier, but it was making me realize I'm like, the only thing that keeps me up is my phone because again, now I've been putting the brick on it so I don't stay up as late. But when I was watching the movie, I'm like, I'm already tired. Clearly, my body is falling asleep. So I could already be asleep at this time, but I could scroll. The thing is, like, even after that, I was falling asleep a little bit. I got on my phone in between, like, when we were going to go to bed and was fully awake. Wasn't tired a bit anymore. I'm like, no, I'm horrified. Like, it's literally so just crazy. Attention span.
It is
That's
weird.
what was scaring me.
I don't know what the scrolling does that keeps you awake. Because that's how it is. Like, I'll be scrolling and I'll go to read a book.
Asleep in a minute.
One page. And I'm like, bored actual to tears and asleep.
Oh, it really is.
Drifting into dreamland.
It really is spooky. Well, let's get into these. Yeah. Do you have something else?
No. I was going to say, I can't wait to read these stories today. We're talking about crushes you shouldn't have. And I feel like we haven't done this prompt in a while. And it's always juicy. All right, should I go first?
Yes.
It was spring 2021, and I had just totally pivoted careers and landed my dream job after months of rigorous interviews. Was it at Astronomer?
What?
Just kidding.
Is that the company? I'm screaming. It's her writing it. It's her. Can you imagine?
She's like, the CEO was just everything. Okay, I started the new job and needed to relocate quickly, so I started staying with my mom's best friend from high school, still BFFs, so cute. She has a big house with plenty of rooms and was more than happy to host me for a couple months until I found my own place. She has 2 grown sons, which she promptly warned me about, saying things like, oh, the second they find out you're here, I'll be getting visits and calls from them all the time. They're trouble and things like that. Oh. Well, about 2 weeks into me staying there, I get a cheeky Instagram DM from one of the boys who lives 9 hours away saying, my mom said I'm not allowed to talk to you. The curiosity was real, and I let the forbidden romance storyline get a hold of me. I responded back with something sassy like, maybe you should learn to listen to your mama or something like that, and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, this spiraled into a very spicy secret romance that ended up lasting like 8 months. He would come home to his mom's house where I was staying for Halloween and other random silly holidays, and we would secretly get together the whole time. We would sneak away together on the golf cart, walk by the coast close to the house, run errands, etc., and really be doing the dirty somewhere. Oh. So scandalous for me. I knew the entire time he was no good for me for so many reasons, different views on basically everything, major history of cheating, also living 9 hours away. And we tried to keep it pretty casual, but damn, the physical chemistry was unreal, like I've never experienced before. And I made the mistake of catching feelings for these catching feeling for this man. It crashed and burned after finding out he was taking trips with other girls, and I snapped out of it pretty quick. LOL. His mom was right. He was trouble. But wow, I'll never forget that summer fall and our steamy secret rendezvous. I am happily married to an amazing man now who I love so much, but I still think about that time in my life and can't help but grin mischievously thinking about that crazy, intense romance. Wow, I love to hear it.
That
so
is fun. It's giving Summer I Turned Pretty, honestly.
It is. It's giving Jeremiah.
Yeah, like just go on the golf cart, going on the coast. Little spicy secret. Have you been watching Summer I Turned Pretty at all?
No, I haven't watched the second season.
Oh, I forgot. Which someone said that I said I read the books or the third book or something. Like multiple people said that I said that. I do not remember reading those books or saying that. But I think what I did do, which I think is what I had said, is that I read online a synopsis so that I could know what happened. Because I was like, I'm not waiting a full year to know who she chooses or whatever. For the third one, I think. Yeah. So I read like an in-depth synopsis so I know everything that happens. And that's why, because I started watching the third season, I was like, how do I already know all this stuff? I'm like, oh yeah, because I read the synopsis thing. But this is what I said last time. I think now it's a little too like, it literally is high school, college. That's the age they're at. And I almost feel weird watching. I'm like, okay, it's like it's just very young. You know what I mean?
Yes, very young.
I mean, I love it. I'm eating it up. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not like, oh, I need to watch the next episode. I want to see this romance. Conrad. No, I'm just like, okay. I think I'm a little, a
little too mature.
Maybe I've moved on.
I feel that.
I've watched a few like interviews with the cast, and people are just so like, it would be so crazy because Jeremiah is married now. The actor who plays Jeremiah is married.
He is?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And
I'm like, oh, spoiler alert.
No. He's married in real life.
Yeah.
To a girl. And I was just thinking, like, how interesting to have that be your husband. And it's just like the whole world's like, shipping him or whatever. I mean, most people aren't shipping him. They're shipping Conrad. But regardless, I think Conrad has a girlfriend too. It would just be so weird to be like, that's my boyfriend or my husband. And like the whole world's like, him and Belly. And you're just like, okay.
And his name's not Conrad.
Yeah. But that would just be such a weird, like, alternate reality to live in.
No, it is weird.
Okay. So there's this man. We'll call him Jake. He's 53. I'm 22. And unfortunately, I'm married.
Oh, no. I've never met a 50-year-old man named Jake.
She said we'll call him Jake.
Oh,
it's definitely not his name. It's definitely not his name.
I'm like, why is that giving me a jump scare?
The scariest part of it is his name. Okay, actually, unfortunately, I'm married, actually to my best friend ever, but I low-key love Jake. Jake is my dad's best friend from literally diapers. They grew up together, and yes, even my mom once admitted that when she met both of them, she liked Jake more. So this runs deep. He does not live in the same state of my family, but every summer, our families end up at the same lake town, and every summer, I lose my mind. Jake is tall, like basketball coach at a private school tall. Super rich, trust fund rich. Big hands, broad shoulders.
Hands is crazy.
Still low-key shredded. LOL, literally typing this is making me feel some type of way. Anyway, he's always in a baseball hat and it just works for him. And he's funny. In a confident, dry, knows he's charming kind of way. I literally spend the whole trip looking for ways to accidentally run into him. I have literally planned outfits for running into him in town or out on the lake. Last summer, I got married, best of my life. But when Jake couldn't come to the wedding, a tiny part of me was sad. Not because I wanted him there for me. Wait, no, that's exactly why. I just wanted him to see me. Nothing has ever happened. Anyway, this past weekend,
I got to see Jake.
I got up to the lake with my family for the 4th. My cute husband stayed back to work, again, unlike 90% of people up here. And on Sunday, I went to church, which, yes, I only ever really go because sometimes Jake shows up. So there I am peeing during the first hour, and guess who's in the hallway? Jake. I'm not an awkward person, but somehow around him, I literally don't have words. We end up talking for the rest of the meeting, just standing in the hallway, chatting about life, marriage, how fast time goes, normal stuff that somehow felt charged.
somehow felt charged.
Oh, okay.
Like sexually charged?
Then,
I'm
yeah,
scared.
maybe. Then, and I'm not even making this up, he looks at me and says, we should go on a walk sometime this week. I walk every morning, and he said he sees me sometimes as our homes are only about a mile away and where I walk near. Catch up, just the two of us. I blacked out. Sir, a walk at sunrise. I'm a married 22-year-old woman, and you have 3 teenage kids. So yeah, nothing has ever happened. It never will. But now I'm staring at my closet trying to pick an outfit for a 7 a.m. lake walk with a 53-year-old man I've had a crush on since I can remember. But maybe I can't go, ... That's how she ends it.
Maybe I can't go. Girlie.
Ma'am.
I'm
Him
scared.
saying,
You're 22.
let's catch up, just the two of us, is crazy.
Yeah,
As
and
a
you're
53-year-old man saying to a 22-year-old. That is the biggest red flag. I actually, no. You cannot go on that walk.
No,
but
you can't. And you probably already did, though. I am actually screaming at this. Like, is this fake?
picking out an outfit. Oh,
For a
my
7 a.m.
gosh.
walk. I am.
It really is so, like, it's so annoying that men really do get it societally, like, almost more attractive over time. It's just like, ooh, a daddy, you know? But I feel as though maybe we're starting to get there with women. Maybe.
I think so.
It's just societally, that's not usually the main takeaway,
Yeah.
you know? Mm-hmm. But I feel like lately, I've been seeing some hype for some older women.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love to see.
I think so.
And I hope it continues to go that way, because why do they get to get hotter with age and we are old, ugly hags?
Yeah. The patriarchy.
Yeah. Well, and we also have to go through so much with our, you know,
Yeah.
potentially, if you have kids, like, you're going through all these bodily changes. Or actually, whether or not you're having kids, you're going through periods, menopause, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone's like, oh, and you're ugly. Cool.
And your worth is diminishing
And your
by
worth
the
is
day.
literally, your worth is losing. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to have the opposite story being written in. You know,
Same.
a 22-year-old guy's like, oh, my mom's best friend.
But there have been
She saw me in the hallway. I got butterflies.
well, there's been multiple movies, I feel like, lately kind of like that.
Like that, yeah.
Where I'm forgetting the one with Anne Hathaway. It was, she's older and it was a younger guy
Yeah.
that was into her. Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman, which I've never seen,
Yeah.
is that concept too, right?
I don't know. I
if it's
haven't
an
seen
old, I don't know if it's a young guy. I think it is, but it's like she's older than him, I think is the point of it. So maybe we're getting there.
Maybe we're getting there.
I feel like it's a universal experience at some point to look at your bank account and you're like, wait, so I got hacked. Like, where's all my money? And then you start going through itemized thing and you're like, oh, okay, so it was me. Like, I spent that money actually. And I'm not being smart with my money. And one way that also money just gets sucked from you is from subscriptions, specifically ones that you're not using, that you forgot about. Maybe you signed up for a free trial. You're not utilizing what you bought at all. And it's just draining your bank account for no reason. That could be happening to you way more than you think. So it's so important to actually know what's going on in your finances. And there's an app designed to help you manage your money better, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place, including subscriptions you forgot about. So if you see a subscription you no longer want, Rocket Money will help you cancel it. Also, their dashboard just lays out kind of your whole financial picture. So it includes bill due dates, paydays in a way that's really easy to digest. And you can even automatically create custom budgets based on your past spending, which is awesome. Also, it just lets you know how much money you're spending in certain categories. And a lot of times it may be way more than you think. You're like, wait, I didn't realize I was spending that much on food delivery or whatever it is. And then you can be smart and cut back, or again, create like a custom budget with Rocket Money to just be financially more literate.
And if you have a goal that you are wanting to save up for, Rocket Money can analyze your accounts to find the best time each month to put that extra money aside, which is amazing. So you're not having to like, oh yeah, I think I can save this much, and then having to transfer it out of your savings 5 seconds later. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. So the app automatically scans your bills to find opportunities to save and then goes to work to get you better deals. So they'll even talk to customer service so that you don't have to. You can get alerts if your bill increases in price, if there's unusual activity in your accounts. maybe if you're close to going over budget. And even when you're doing a good job, it will let you know, which is really nice. Rocket Money's 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, with members saving up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/whatwesaid today. That's rocketmoney.com/whatwesaid, rocketmoney.com/whatwesaid. Life gets very busy, and when my life gets busy, I notice one of the things that starts to slip is my meals and my nutrition, unfortunately. I'll go throughout the day and I'm like, "Wait, I have not had a single vegetable yet, and it's 9 PM? Amazing." So, if you're juggling a lot, like work, family, and you're grabbing takeout a lot, or maybe you just find yourself reaching for comfort food instead of actually nutritious food. It's also easy to just reach for comfort food when you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed. And that also is usually not very, nutritious for you either. And that is why I love Ritual. I have been taking Ritual for years now. I've taken their Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin for the last year probably, but they also have a postnatal, they have a prenatal vitamin. And it's just become such a part of my routine that helps me fill all the key nutrient gaps that I might not be getting enough of from my diet. So Ritual conducted a university-led clinical trial for their Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin to assess its efficacy, and the results is that it increased vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in just 12 weeks.
Their Essential for Women 18 Plus multi contains 9 key nutrients in 2 delayed release capsules designed for ultimate absorption per day. They're also designed to be gentle on the stomach with a minty essence in every bottle that just makes it more enjoyable to take your multis and not a chore. This is something that I personally appreciate a lot because I hate when supplements have like a nasty aftertaste or they're not gentle on my stomach, make me feel nauseous. It's also third-party tested for heavy metals and Clean Label Project certified, which we love. So instead of striving for perfect health, aim for supporting foundational health. Get 25% off your first month only at ritual.com/whatwesaid. Start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 Plus to your subscription today. That is ritual.com/whatwesaid for 25% off.
So, when I was in high school, there was a boy in the year ahead of me that I was obsessed with. We'll call him Sam. I was a student athletic trainer, so our paths crossed a lot because he played boys volleyball, and we had some classes together. We talked a lot, and it was always so fun. Cut to college. We ran into each other in the library and started talking about some medical humanitarian trip he went on, one of my life goals. We started spending lunch together every week and studying together and literally crying laughing. High school me's dream come true. After a little while, I decided to shoot my shot and ask him out. We had to cancel and reschedule a couple times because both of us were in very demanding degrees. During this effort to find a time to go out, another boy, Jaci, who had lots of time because he wasn't in school, started taking me on dates and really pursuing me. I liked him a lot too, so I'm going on dates with Jaci and seeing him every day, but this date set weeks ago with Sam is creeping up. Jaci and I weren't official, but he knows about this other date. The night before the date with Sam, Jaci comes over to my house to tell me that he's not trying to tell me what to do, but he wants me to know that he wants to be exclusive and didn't want me to date other people. I decided to cancel the date with Sam and just jump in with both feet with Jaci. Jaci and I have now been married for 3 years. I currently work at a high-profile hospital as a neurocritical ICU nurse. I am a huge nerd and am currently involved in some pretty cool research. And who do I see at work on the neurosurgery team? Sam. He is so hot, you guys. So hot. My husband does not share this passion for learning and research. I sometimes wonder what it would be like to have a partner that I could really talk to about my work.
Oh, no.
And now that little wonder has a name, a face, and a scrub cap that matches mine.
Oh, no.
Sam and I have exchanged minor pleasantries at work, but nothing more. He is definitely a crush I shouldn't have. Also, taking a break from watching Grey's Anatomy. I was going to say.
It's like, this can't feed my delusions.
No, literally cannot feed your delusion.
Oh, no.
Ay.
You know what I've been thinking about lately is how, okay, I don't know enough probably to even speak on this, but this is kind of unrelated. You know Jojo Siwa, how she's now dating that Chris Hughes guy?
Yes.
And like fully dating.
They are. That's not just like AI. I don't know that much about it, but.
No, they are fully dating. Like
I'll
boyfriend,
just see like
girlfriend,
headlines about
each other,
them.
like the whole thing. And I feel like the main takeaway is just people like them. Like, it's like, oh, she's finally feeling safe and like normal because she maybe acts a little more mature than she has in the past when she's around him. I mean, granted, she's also getting older, but people are just like, oh, she's not like putting on a show as much and being as crazy. It feels like she's being Joelle now, like just herself kind of. And like he's bringing that out of her. But what I heard is that she had a partner when she went into Big Brother.
Okay.
And do you know all this? And then she met Chris on Big Brother.
Yeah. Okay, I did know that.
And she's talking about her partner on the show and stuff, like saying that she misses them, whatever, and saying how whatever. Definitely at the beginning, and then during the show, he's like, "Oh, it's like they're in bed in separate beds, but he's like, do you want to cuddle?" And she's like, "So bad, like I want to cuddle with you." And they're like starting to flirt, but then they're like, "No, we're just friends. Basically, we're just like." It's a once in a lifetime friendship, like that type of vibe. But then literally the day they get out of Big Brother, she breaks up with her partner and then they're together 2 days later. And I'm like, and the person she was with is like, she basically publicly humiliated them because she, like, I'm not going to say she cheated, but emotionally she's like with this guy when she's on the show and everyone's like shipping them together while she's dating someone else. And then the day she gets out, she breaks up with them, sends them on a plane home and starts dating this guy. I'm like, I feel like that's, I don't know. I mean, I don't really care. I don't have any skin in the game. I don't like follow either of them and I didn't watch the season. So that's why I said I don't have, I don't maybe know enough to talk about it, but I don't know. That to me, I was like, that's kind of weird that we're all just like, yay, she's happy now. And the person she's dating is like, cool.
Yeah. Well, obviously they weren't meant to be.
Obviously not.
That is sticky when you're on I feel like that happens so often where they will go on a reality show. Someone will go on a reality show, whether it's a dating show or whatever, with either they're talking to someone or they have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something. And then they go on the show and then it's like inevitably going to get messy because they're like meeting other singles or it's a literal dating show and they're like, I won't actually fall in love. And then they actually do fall in love. Like, and then you can't break up with them because you're on a show.
No,
you don't
exactly.
have your phone.
But they're literally watching the show. The partner,
so it's like,
but the thing is with JoJo is that her relationship, they were saying, I love you. I'm pretty sure they were talking about marriage. And then she flew them out. And then the second, or sorry, I don't know if she flew them out, but they came to see her after, like in the UK or whatever, because it was Big Brother. She was somewhere else. And she gets out of the bubble on the show or whatever to see her family and friends again. The partner's waiting there with open arms and she breaks up with her and says, bye. Sends her home. Like, and then starts dating the guy 2 seconds later. Like, that is sucks. So hurtful for the...
Yeah,
that's so hurtful.
It is. It sucks.
I mean, you like who you like, whatever. Exactly. And I guess I don't think they ever did anything physical, I hope, on the show. But I don't know. It's just crazy. That would be a crazy experience.
Yeah.
But then for everyone to publicly...
Yeah, it's so public.
Ship them and you're just left in the dust.
Awesome.
Cool. Okay. Am I next?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey girls, I love the podcast and you both. My boyfriend, 22, and I, 20, have been dating for almost 4 years, since I was 16 and he was 18. He's in the military. We dated for 2 weeks before he went off to Marine boot camp. We exclusively wrote letters for 3 months, and since then we've been long distance, texting and calling every day, seeing each other about 3 to 4 times a year in person. He's so loyal and such a great boyfriend, but long distance can feel so difficult and lonely sometimes. I'm currently studying abroad for a summer program in London, meeting so many new people and having a great time. I quickly became friends with a guy named Tommy. Tommy's sexuality was a little murky because he pretty much acted straight, but only went out with men. His only serious relationships were with men, and he only kissed men in clubs when we were out. Apparently he's bi, just heavily leaning towards men. Anyway, on our last night out together, I was dancing with him, and we ended up being very touchy. Like my back to his front, his arm around me, holding hands. The way he was touching my arm and holding me close to him felt very romantic. At one point, I could feel him fiddling with the ring I always wear. At another point, his hand moved from my waist to be fully flat against my stomach. We were very close to each other, to say the least, and this lasted for a while, maybe about 45 minutes. Tommy knew I had a boyfriend, but it didn't stop him from touching me, kind of excusing it in my mind that he's barely into women. After we danced...
Barely. It's crazy.
Barely. After we danced with each other, he kissed another girl in our group. This is just me speculating, but it kind of felt like he made out with the other girl because he knew he couldn't move forward with me, his friend with a boyfriend. Did he make out with the other girl because he couldn't have me? Not sure, but I've always thought about that night a lot, and the way his hands felt on my waist and stomach keeps flashing back into my mind. Also, don't worry, I told my boyfriend about it the next day. He said, it's okay, I trust you, and you told me about it immediately. It was a crazy night, but obviously nothing's going to happen as I love my boyfriend very much. I don't think my waist is powerful enough to make Tommy into women.
He's like, I still like guys.
So he's like, let me try this out. So
the body is not tea enough.
The crush I shouldn't have is on a borderline gay man who danced with me in a club. That is so hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the thing I will say though, girly. I would always recommend, I feel this way with girls who date guys who go on missions, like in our culture growing up. This is not the same, but it's similar.
I'm wondering how these paths will cross.
Well, she said they've been together since she was 16. They've never dated anyone else, basically. Yeah. So she's just saying they're long distance and like they were exclusively
her
writing
boyfriend.
letters.
Okay.
Yeah, the gay guy. I'm like, okay.
Speaking of him, missionaries.
Yeah. But I feel like, I'm not saying you should get with this guy, Tommy, necessarily. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, if you've only ever been with one person, they are off doing their thing. I fully believe that when you are in your late teens, early 20s, you should go explore your life. You should go explore. And this is just my perspective and my opinion, okay?
Wisdom.
And it's correct. So, no, but I just think if you are meant to be with someone, you will not find anyone else that compares to them. So, mostly now I'm talking about Mormon missions, okay? I'm talking to my girlies out there because I don't know if this is the same thing. But this happens a lot with girls. Like, I know a ton of girls who did this, and Chelsea and I both essentially sent off missionaries as well. It's like when you're 18, do boys go at 18 now or 19? I forgot.
I think 18.
They go at 18. So, let's say you've been dating the same guy in high school for a few years. They go on a mission when they're 18, and you're basically there are some girls who are just like on lockdown, essentially. They're like, I'm not going to look in another guy's direction for 2 full years. I'm just waiting for him to get home, and then we're going to get married immediately. Like, that's genuinely a path that a lot of people take. And I feel like you should be able to live your life, explore hobbies, move somewhere new, meet other people, go on dates with other people, kiss other people, be with other people.
Yeah, see what you like.
And see what you like, because and that should be an agreement, I'm saying, with your partner. I'm not saying you tell them.
Don't tell them.
You tell them that you're going to wait completely and then you do that. Like, I feel like that should be an open discussion. It's hard to have that maturity level, I think, sometimes at 18, because you're just like, I just want to be with them. And I totally understand that. But you have to have enough foresight to be like, I need to live my life. This is such a pivotal time. And if I, happen to fall in love with someone else, or I'm like, oh, I actually like this quality in this person, that's okay. That's not a bad thing. And if you are meant to be with this person, and then no one else you find will compare to them. And once they come home, they can also go off and do their thing for a little bit, have their time. And then you guys can come together if it's the right fit. But I feel like I'm just saying that because she was saying like, oh, I, kind of was feeling this way. It's like, well, she's never been with anyone else.
True.
So you don't really know exactly, potentially.
Yeah, true.
What you like.
It's true.
And I think that it's important to have freedom in that way and not, I don't know. It just, I'm not trying to say you're like doing the wrong thing if you wait for a missionary or wait for someone while they're,
doing their thing.
Yeah, the Marines or whatever.
Yeah.
But because I think loyalty that's an amazing thing. But also when you're so young, that's just such a pivotal time that you could be really just having fun discovering things.
Yeah.
So those are my 2 cents. But about Tommy, we'll see what happens there, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it seems like she doesn't really like him as much as she likes her boyfriend. It's maybe just kind of like a
I wonder if
little thing that made her.
I wonder if she'll see him and keep hanging out with him in a group though, and like what,
Yeah.
Also interesting that he's interesting because he made out with another girl, but he was kind of with her all night. He's just trying to figure out his life too.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing.
He's just doing his thing, and that's okay.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck with Tommy. When I was in college, my boyfriend and I had to do long distance for a year. Long distance was so hard, but it got easier the longer it went on as I started to adjust better to life without him near me. Towards the end of our year of long distance, right before I was about to graduate, I turned 21 and started going out to bars with my girlfriends every now and then. I met this mutual friend of my friend group, let's call him Nick. Nick would always end up hanging out with us, and the two of us had so much in common. We were from the same area, I thought he was really cute, etc. He knew I had a boyfriend, so he was pretty respectful, but to be honest, this was when my relationship was most rocky, and as a soon-to-be graduate, I was weighing all my options and deciding if I was going to follow my boyfriend after graduation or do my own thing. So it was a very confusing time. One of my times being in a group with Nick, we were both drunk, and he was kind of all over me. He kissed me on the cheek, and I went to kiss him back, and thankfully he stopped me and was like, no, we shouldn't. After that time, when we saw each other out, he was the one that was strong for us and was like, we shouldn't hang out. I can't control myself around you.
Oh.
I was a little bummed because I really did like him, but I was thankful that he was being respectful and helping me stay loyal despite this massive crush we had on each other that honestly felt so right. I ended up moving to be close to my boyfriend after graduation and got a job near him. Our relationship got stronger again and we're probably going to get engaged soon. I still think about Nick and our connection and what could have been every now and then. Although I'm very happy in my relationship, I'm just never sure if it was just a naughty crush or if he was secretly my soulmate. Right person, wrong time. I will likely take this story to my grave. LOL. Love you guys and thanks for telling the most interesting stories every week. My commutes to work are made more enjoyable because of your voices. These things are so tricky and
it's
so hard.
murky.
It is so murky because no one can tell you what the right decision is, and you never know if you're just overthinking and then you're overthinking yourself into a feeling or if that actually is how you feel.
Yes,
it's so confusing.
Because I also feel like it's that grass is always greener type thing where it's like it
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
it just feels different because it's forbidden kind of. So if the pressure was actually off, it's like, would you feel the same? You know what I mean? Because it might just be because it does feel like, ooh, this is kind of,
we
shouldn't,
tried.
we can't. So you want to more naturally, but maybe if like your boyfriend wasn't in the picture, you would date for a month and be like, the other guy I'm saying. But you'll never know now if you get engaged to someone else.
Yeah. It's hard because you're like at this point where you feel like you're going to get engaged soon. So it's either, I don't know. It's hard because I don't know exactly what you're feeling, but it's either your way of you're not sure about the relationship, so you're starting to kind of panic because it's about to get very serious and like you're about to get engaged. So it's like, okay, I'm about to commit. So I'm starting to kind of panic and be like, is this right?
Wait,
I don't know. What about other people?
Did she say she's...
Well, she graduated college. She's probably like 20. I don't know. She didn't say. She's over 21, that's for sure.
Okay.
She's probably a couple years older than that, I guess.
Yeah, 24 maybe. Something.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Because I don't know. Because, like sometimes when you're thinking about someone all the time,
there's a reason.
If someone just keeps coming into your mind. Like, I would say if you were starting to have doubts about like multiple things, it might just be because that your relationship currently isn't, maybe the right one for you. But you also could be self-sabotaging and trying to think of ways out. You also could literally...
This man could be your soulmate. Oh, I'm terrified.
I'm terrified for you. I'm terrified. Like,
that is so stressful.
The rom-com in me wants to be, maybe not rom-com at that point, but like the chick flick watching rom-com loving girly in me wants to be like,
drop everything and go find him.
Go find Nick.
Go on your flight and then run to him. And he's like, has a girlfriend.
Break up with your boyfriend first. But like, honestly, in old chick flicks and rom-coms we've been watching, morals are very murky there as well. What's that movie we watched where like they're cheating? The entire time they're cheating.
Oh yeah.
What movie was that?
I forgot. It was like a fall one. A fall
like letters, writing. Something.
Yeah, full blown like
full blown
both have relationships and are like,
and we're like, we're supposed to be cheering for them to get together. They're both cheating on their partner.
No, it was actually crazy.
And then at the end, you like are cheering for them.
They've gaslit you to believe that it was okay the whole
Yes.
time because they weren't a good match with the others.
You know, and sometimes it just depends on you and like what you value in a relationship, because sometimes like relationships, they're great and it's like, oh yeah, we get along and everything. But you just don't have, it's just not like it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't have that feeling where it's like, no, this is like the love of my life.
Yeah. Ay.
Well, good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Let us know.
Please write in again. Honestly, please, if something happens.
She's like, cool. I was just like telling you guys and now I'm debating everything.
Just like, I'm actually questioning my whole life decision. Okay, here's a little university story I've never fully told anyone. So back in school, I had a total crush on one of my professors. He wasn't one of those older crusty types. He was young, probably in his 30s, super smart, and objectively hot. To make it worse or better, we actually had a lot in common. Over the course of 2 years, I honestly started to believe the feeling might have been mutual. He'd go out of his way to talk to me and give extra thoughtful feedback on my work. We always had these borderline flirty conversations that felt like they were writing some invisible line. Then in the second half of year 2, a friend of mine who had no idea I had a crush casually tells me she thinks our professor likes me. She straight up says, I've seen the way he looks at you. It's obvious.
Stop.
At that point, I'm spiraling. A few weeks later, we're at this department event, low key, wine and cheese, professors and students mingling. I'm standing near the corner, chatting with another student when I feel someone step up next to me. It's him. He leans in close and says, "You're way too smart for half the people here." I laugh, but before I reply, he adds, "You know, if I met you outside of this context, things might have been different."
Wait, is she in a relationship?
No.
But he's
She
her
doesn't say?
professor.
Yes.
And she's how old?
She doesn't say, but she says he's in his 30s.
Okay, so she's in college.
Yeah. You know, if I met you outside of this context, things might have been different. I freeze. What does that mean? What could it mean? My heart's pounding. I'm just staring at him, trying to figure out my next move. And just like that, someone walks up to talk to him. He smoothly steps away. No further explanation, no follow-up, nothing. To this day, I don't know what would have happened if that person hadn't interrupted or if I'd just asked. But that one sentence has lived rent-free in my head ever since.
What?
So she probably doesn't even like know him anymore, really.
No.
Because she said it's a university story. She's never told anyone, so I don't think she's there anymore. Okay.
Wow, that's enough to get you by.
I feel like
Probably not your soulmate, but like fun.
Yeah, fun.
Ego boosting, flattering.
The fact that he's in his 30s is making it more, I mean, he still is the professor. We have the power dynamic, but at least he's not like 50 or 60. That I would be like, I'm scared. But it really is just the classic thing of like, if they're good looking, it's
not creepy.
It's not creepy. And if they're ugly, it's like the creepiest thing.
Yeah. If he was crusty.
Yeah. If he was crusty and musty, we'd be like, get out of my face.
He wasn't married or anything, right? Like,
I hope not. She didn't say. I don't think so.
Oh my goodness. Wow. We'd love to see it.
Also, in Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, that one's horrible.
That is so bad.
So bad.
Like,
that's high school.
Glamorizing. Oh, wait, that was high school?
Yes, she's in high school.
And it's her teacher?
And it's her teacher. That's disgusting.
So bad. Not the glamorization of an actual
I remember when that came out, my dad was like, wait, what is this show? That is disgusting.
No.
I'm like, no, like you don't understand.
No one knows what it's like.
You don't know Ezra like me. She's 16.
No, that's
20 something.
There was a show like that. Well, do you hear about that teacher, that girl teacher who was having an affair with her high school? Yes. That was beyond. That is actually diabolical. She had do you know about that, right?
Wait, is it old, new or old?
I mean, maybe 6 months, 5 months.
Oh, no.
A teacher who was maybe in her early 30s, late 20s. I'm not sure. I need to look this up. Hold on. Let me see. Adding electrolytes to my water helps me stay so much more hydrated just because of the added little bonus of the taste. It just makes it easier to drink water and stay more hydrated throughout the day. I feel like it can be super hard when you're just living a busy lifestyle, which we all are, when you're trying to work out and make sure you're getting your sleep routine on lock. You're also working. Maybe you have kids, you have a partner, you have a dog. Like life just gets busy and it's hard to stay on top of everything. So if you guys are interested in adding some electrolytes to your water, Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration. Drip Drop uses a precise ratio of sodium electrolytes and glucose for rapid fluid absorption, delivering 3 times the electrolytes and half the sugar versus the leading sports drink. So you can feel the difference fast, less fatigue, more focus, no more midday crash. It's a breakthrough hydration formula that's backed by science, which is why it's trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top pro and college sports teams.
There are so many different electrolyte powders on the market, but we haven't tried one that works as well or tastes as good as Drip Drop. Plus, there are so many fun flavors to choose from with over 16 original formula flavors. Plus, you have 8 zero sugar options as well. I love the strawberry lemonade flavor. They also have a fruit punch flavor, which is very nostalgic for me. When I was little, fruit punch was like my go-to flavor. And to make it easy, Drip Drop has flexible subscription options, so you're never stuck without proven fast hydration. Whether you're on the job, at the gym, or just parenting through a heat wave, you'll always have your drip on hand. Right now, Drip Drop is offering podcast listeners 20% off your first order. So go to dripdrop.com and use promo code What We Said. That's dripdrop.com, promo code What We Said for 20% off. Stock up now before the heat hits hard. Dripdrop.com and use promo code What We Said now. I am so excited about this sponsor of the podcast, Function Health. I chose to do the Function Health, all of the labs. I've actually talked about this before when I was talking about my biological age and finding out just about my allergens and things like that. I chose Function because it's the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data that most people never see and the insights to actually take action. It is incredible and honestly like nothing I'd ever seen before. And if you have anything that you're wondering, okay, am I deficient in this vitamin? I'm feeling a little off. I wonder what it is. And you just really can't get an answer. You want a full picture of your health. This is for you. So inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers from heart and hormones to toxins, inflammation, and stress. You can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans, all tracked in one secure place over time. It's an enhanced view of what's happening in your body. I got so much information about where my body was, and it was so nice to just see clearly the places that I was doing well in, and that makes me feel good, and then the places that I was deficient in and that I needed to focus on, because it just makes you feel more empowered to be able to take care of your own health. Also, top health leaders like Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Andrew Huberman, and Dr. Jeremy London are all behind Function Health. So if you listen to their podcast or if you like their stuff, then you will definitely also be very interested in Function.
Lab visits are fast and they're super convenient. They're at 2,000 plus locations across the US. And these insights come from top doctors based on your unique results. This could cost over $10,000 if you did it on your own. Also, it's nice because Function doesn't push supplements or pharmaceuticals. It's just unbiased health data designed to help you own your health. I am so excited to use this. I am actually just about to schedule my labs, and I'm really excited to get my hormones tested specifically. So I will keep you guys updated as always on those results too. So learn more and join using our link. The first 1,000 get a $100 credit toward their membership. Visit www.functionhealth.com/whatwesaid or use gift code whatwesaid100 at sign up to own your health. Okay, I just looked it up so I didn't get something wrong, but she's 30.
Okay.
And she had basically a sexual relationship with her 15-year-old student. She was a soccer coach and a teacher at this school.
Ew.
She fully was having basically an affair, a relationship with this kid while she was engaged, getting married in Italy. Like the most gorgeous, this is random context that I just find fascinating. It's like she's beautiful. Like her husband looks super cute. They're like dream Italy coast wedding. Like you would see the pictures and be like, oh my gosh, she's perfect. She's meanwhile having an affair with a 15-year-old the whole time.
What?
Sending explicit text messages, like meeting up at preschool tutor, like before school tutoring things, just being an absolute creep.
Ew.
And she's fully married. I mean, she was like in the process. She was doing this during engagement, marriage, and then her like first year of marriage or whatever. And then the reason that they found out is the mom found texts on like I don't know if they were still doing it, but maybe it was like a year later or something. He switched his phone for iCloud something, and the mom found text messages between him and her, like explicit things, and immediately like called the police. And they pulled her over. Like she was like getting home to her nice house, and they Just like looks, yeah, I need to show you.
What?
Absolutely insane.
That is diabolical.
Diabolical.
Ew. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine if I found, like, I would rage if that was my son. Like, ew.
Oh, absolutely disgusting. This is her.
What?
And I need to show you wedding photo. Like, I don't know why the wedding of it all was like so shocking to me, because I'm just like, it just kind of makes you think.
You're a
You never know what, I don't know. It's just freaking me out because I'm
Yeah.
like, you see these perfect moments and it's like, oh my gosh, like that's so gorgeous. And I'm like, oh, and
fairy
you're a freak?
tale. Yeah, and you're a creep.
You're an actual freak? Like, meanwhile, we all think that this is normal and beautiful. Like, I'm terrified. Wait, why have her photos been like wiped from the internet? I mean, that's like at their reception, literally
Gosh,
the most beautiful. No, it is so beyond. Like, just this gorgeous
I'm
Italian thing. Her husband looks so cute. I'm pretty sure, like, also, yeah, just like the proposal, all of it. And meanwhile, I can't. That freaked me out so bad. I feel like also just being a teacher, it's like, you have got to be kidding me. It is so disturbing.
Her poor fiance too.
I know.
Or her husband, I guess.
Well, the last I heard, he was like standing beside her, like, she didn't do it. I'm like, sir, please get rid of her immediately.
Yeah.
You need to go no contact with this
do
woman. Well, this was before. Again, I should shut up because I don't know. This was some
like
stuff
clear as day text.
Yeah. Well, I remember that at the beginning he was basically believing her and like siding with her because I forgot there was some stupid explanation she gave at the beginning that was like, no, it was like literally someone stole my phone type of vibe.
Bye.
It was like someone else wrote those. I'm like, ma'am,
Girl,
it's to
who?
your number and your iCloud.
Yeah.
Like, we got you.
Ew.
Absolutely repulsive. Anyway, sorry to end the episode
So
on an
scary.
absolutely rancid note. But thank you guys for writing it. Those are my favorite. I love the crushes I shouldn't have. It's giving book talk.
Yes, 100%.
Have you ever read any Ellen Hildebrand books?
No, but I'm marrying you.
I think I need to read one of those in Rhode Island because it's like they're like East Coast summer vibes.
Fun.
I'm just trying to get the vibes up before we end this episode.
Speaking of book talk and crushes I shouldn't have, the Broken Country book that I read is
Kind of like that. Ooh,
those vibes, exactly. Really good.
Ooh,
Fun read.
I'll check that out.
Fun English countryside read.
Thank you guys so much for writing in. Thanks for being a part of our episodes. If you guys want to be a part of future episodes, go follow our Instagram. It's at What We Said Podcast. We post some fun clips on there too. If you guys want tour tickets, go to the link in the description, the bio, the YouTube description, wherever you're watching or listening. We love you guys so much. And
That's what we said. Goodbye.
Bye.